name is Nana Osei Bonsu Jr. of AfriWork International Organization and CERTO Leadership International. And this is Leadership Academy. You are welcome. And today we're going to be discussing understanding the principle of understanding. Understanding is very vital and very important to the success of life. In every sphere of life, in every entity you happen to find yourself in, if you gain understanding within that sphere, it's going to help you to succeed in every endeavor of your life and our lives. You see, the good book says, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And in all of you get understanding. Because understanding is key. It is very critical. Understanding will lead you to truth. And truth is always entrenched in purpose. What is truth, one may ask? Truth is the nature or the reality of a thing or a statement. And truth, as I said, is always found in purpose. So if you want to know the truth of something, you have to find the purpose of that thing. So you cannot disassociate truth from purpose. And let me say this, truth is not the same as facts or factual. Truth may not be facts because facts are tangible. Facts are things you can testify with your eyes. You can verify. So the fact that you see red might not necessarily mean it's red. For instance, if a diamond or let's say a gold ring falls into a mud, you see a stone or you see a ball of mud. But which is a fact? You can see it with your eyes. You can verify it. It's tangible. You see mud, a ball of mud. But the truth of the matter is that it is gold covered in mud. So when you wash off the mud, you see gold. So truth may not be factual. So facts are not the same as truth. Facts may not be truthful. So the fact is that I saw a ball of mud. But the truth is that that ball of mud is really gold. So sometimes you need to dig a little bit deeper to get to truth. That notwithstanding, understanding will lead you to the truth. And truth will lead you to wisdom. And I always say wisdom is not the application of knowledge. Wisdom is the application of truth. And anytime you want to be wise, you want to find truth and apply truth to your life and to everything you do in your life. And so understanding, it's very, very critical to the success of life. If you want to be successful, you got to find or get understanding. What is understanding, one may ask? Understanding is just literal. Let's take it literally. Standing under. So, for instance, if you have the opportunity of standing under a tree, we will see the roots of the tree. We will see the thickness and the thinness of the roots. And that tells us everything about the tree. How deep the root goes into the soil tells us a lot about the tree. The roots tells us even the longevity of the tree. It tells how big the tree is or how small the tree is. You can see everything about the tree from its roots. So understanding gives you a better picture of what is going on. It gives you an insight of what is going on. So understanding is very critical and it is very, very vital in every sphere of life. Whatever entity we belong to, if we really want to be successful in that entity, we have to look for understanding or we have to find understanding in that entity. And most of the time, when you find the purpose of any entity, it gives you a better understanding of the operations of that entity. For instance, in our workplaces, you see, that is why most companies will do orientation. They take you through the principles of that particular company. Why? Because they want you to gain understanding into the purpose for which that company was set up. And that is where the truth is. So anytime you find understanding into the purpose of a thing, it gives you a better or clarity as to where your strength and your weaknesses are in contributing to the development of that entity. So if you're able to find the purpose for which your company you're working in was set up, it gives you a better understanding, and it leads you to truth. The truth is the reason, the purpose for which the company was set up. And so with that understanding, you know where your gifts and your talents fits into making that company a successful company. And in the long run, you become successful within that company. So understanding is very, very critical, even in our normal day-to-day lives. That is why people don't even get along with certain people in your workplace, even within the family. Some people don't get along because we lack understanding. Anytime you realize that you are facing a difficult situation or facing a difficult person, the first thing you have to pause and tell yourself is that I am going to gain understanding into the perspective of this person. And by so doing, you'll be able to deal with people very easily. And you're going to be amazed how successful you become with people when you gain understanding into their perspective, their purposes, their truth in life. It makes it easy for you to relate to people. And you would understand that no human being will come your way that you cannot deal with, because you take your time to understand people in order for you to know where you fit in the lives of those people. So understanding is very, very critical in every sphere of life. Don't just rush into doing things. Take your time. Understand your role. Understand the role of that entity you operate in. Understand the purpose, the truth of that entity you operate in. And by so doing, it will be easy for you to identify where your strength will go to make that entity a success. And eventually, you become a success within that entity. So, all I am saying today is that let us find, or let us dig for understanding in life, and that will make life a very easy one. My next book coming out is titled Life is Easy. Don't get it complicated. And as time goes on, we are going to be getting into some of these concepts and some of these understanding of certain principles of life. And you will get to know that life is not as difficult as we've been made to believe if we can only understand the principles of life and operate by those principles. So wisdom is very important. We need wisdom to be successful in life. But in order for you to get wisdom, you need understanding. And one may ask, how do you get understanding? There are only two ways by which you get understanding. One is research. Ask questions. Dig into stuff. Ask all the whys. Find out stuff. Don't just run with the wind. Take your time. Dig into things. Ask questions. That is researching. So you can research by going through books, learning from books, different perspectives, different ideologies, digging into it to find truth. Secondly, you have to hear. We have to cultivate the habit of hearing, not just listening. Hearing is processing the information and to get the truth, the why, the whats, the ifs, buts, and all the things that comes together to make you find truth. So hearing, it's very, very important. If you want to gain understanding, you have to Pay attention. Hear. Process. Whatever you listen to, process it. Ask all the questions. And by so doing, in researching and hearing, we can arrive, or we can cultivate, or we can have a better understanding of the principle of understanding. Thank you for taking your time to listen to Leadership Academy. And we are going to come your way again next week with a different topic, a fantastic topic. So take your time, go on YouTube and search for Afriwick Media on YouTube. Share the information with your friends, loved ones. Like us, share us, ask questions, contributions, suggestions. This is a place where we believe in exercising our intellect to be able to solve issues. So you can ask questions. You can go to our website, www.afriwick.com, or you can also WhatsApp us or call us on 347-268-3655. 347-268-3655. And let us discuss issues so we can find solution to issues and make this life a successful one. Thank you once more. And my name is Nana Osei Bonsu Jr. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.